Monique, parent. I know, profiles and stuff, like you're not going to see them, but there you go, habits. Oh, hands, because habits. I have been an actress in Hollywood, California for over a quarter of a century. I've done a whole bunch of movies, and that's giving me a wonderful affinity for the camera. I'm comfortable with the camera. The camera is not an enemy. The camera is a friend to me. So I think that my acting experience helps me a lot there. As a salesperson, I worked for several years for Blendtec blenders and then Vitamix blenders, doing sales and presentations, live demos in Costco's and fairs and Whole Foods and a variety of places like that. And what I learned doing that is, of course, sales, but I learned how to talk for a really long time. I can talk on a microphone for 11 straight hours. Yeah, this has not helped my dating life at all, but does come in handy when I've got to give interviews or perhaps selling on QVC overnight. I'm very comfortable yapping for a long time. So that is my experience as far as acting on camera and sales. But the experience that I think is the most valuable with QVC is my experience when I created my own YouTube channel. The reason I created a YouTube channel, let me back up a little bit. Yes, I talk with my hands a lot. About a year ago, I decided that I had had enough of dyeing my hair red every 3 weeks. I was always chasing that white stripe. And, you know, I just kind of kept looking in the mirror and pulling it back and thinking, maybe natural is the right color. So I cut off all my hair and bleached it out and dyed it silver and then let it grow in from there. That was my own sort of decision on how to go gray naturally because I didn't like the options that I was presented with. And so I made a YouTube video about it because just in the off chance that it turned out well, I thought other people might like to have that information. Several months went by before I went back to YouTube. During that time, having newly silver hair, I was feeling frustrated because my makeup wasn't working. My color choices were not working. And I kept turning to women's magazines, Vogue, Elle, Marie Claire, Allure. I was looking at all of these women's magazines to see what their suggestions were as far as an eyebrow pencil or lipstick or blush, what colors they recommended, and there was no information there. It's as though women, once we have lost the melanin in our hair, we cease to exist to the media. And so I decided that I would start making YouTube videos and sharing the knowledge that I have learned as an actress in the movie industry, doing makeup and hair, and experimenting because I'm comfortable making a fool of myself. If I need to, I'd just as soon not, but you know, if something didn't turn out right and I was a complete dork, I was kind of okay with that. So basically, I just decided to be a Barbie doll because, well, Mattel came up, I think last year, with 16 new Barbie dolls covering all sorts of different body shapes and hair colors and ethnicities, and the one thing that they didn't offer was a Barbie with silver hair. Now, I realize that most children, most little girls, don't want to play with a Barbie with silver hair. But do we ever really grow out of being little girls? Don't we want to see ourselves represented in the media? And that's why I became a Barbie doll, a silver-haired Barbie doll in my YouTube videos. And along the way, I discovered that I had a voice, and I had things to say, and I had thoughts and opinions. And apparently, a lot of other women share those same thoughts and opinions, and it has been a wonderful, exciting journey, and every single day I have a woman write to me and tell me that I have changed her life, and she is feeling vibrant and sexy and alive, and her husband notices the difference, and her children notice the difference, and that is the best feeling in the world. Why I think I make a great QVC host? I can do exactly what I've been doing and spread that same wonderful message to so many more women. I love QVC. Of course I watch QVC. I'm a woman, I shop, I like makeup, I like technology, I like all that stuff. So of course it absolutely suits my personality. But I do love the fact that I'd be able to bring a silver-haired woman that is young and vibrant and sexy and alive, and not a hunched over little old lady. Our hair color does not define who we are. We can be who we are. It comes from the heart. It's authentic. It's not just the hair. And I'm rambling now, and this is probably all going to get cut out of the audition. Whew, nerves. Remember when you were a teenager and your mom wouldn't let you buy makeup, but you could kind of con her into letting you buy a lip gloss at the drugstore, and it was gooey. You put it on and it just about dripped off your lips, but you felt pretty good because you were wearing makeup. Well, this is a grown-up lip gloss. This is beautiful, nourishing lip gloss in very wearable shades. It's by a company called Love Light Lips, and I'll tell you why they're called that in just a minute. It comes in 5 very wearable shades. You have my second favorite shade. This is Bliss. It is a beautiful, luminous, slightly shimmery, pale pink. And this is wonderful because you can wear it on its own with nothing else and just get the barest little shimmer on your lips, while nourishing your lips with vitamin E, shea butter, aloe, jojoba oil. It feels so luxurious on your lips. And this is my second favorite because a lot of times I love to go out at night and do the smoky eye and the nude lip look, and this is wonderful as the nude lip look, and it layers over anything and just gives you that tiniest little bit of shimmer with just that very, very palest pink tint without being frosty. This is grown-up lip gloss. It's not like that gooey lip gloss that we got when we were teenagers. My favorite shade is Peace. Now, Peace is wonderful because it's a beautiful, peaceful, pouty pink, and I love that it has enough pigment in it. Don't know if you can see that. It's got enough pigment in it where you really can wear it on its own. You can see. So it's a beautiful layered over lipstick, but it's wonderful just on its own. And that's why this is my favorite, because a lot of times I just don't feel like putting on a heavy face full of makeup. And I want to be able to just swipe on a little bit of color and have my lips look defined and moist and have them nourished and hydrated at the same time. And Peace is my favorite for that. My third favorite, and this one really surprised me. This is a color that I would wear a lot back when I had my hair dyed red, but since going silver, I have shied away from some of the rusty brick colors. This is a beautiful, creamy, delicate shade of brick that is so wearable. This is probably everyone's favorite shade because it just goes with everything. It can also be layered over lipsticks to add another dimension, and it's another one that is very heavily tinted. So you can see, you can wear this just on its own and have a nice, wonderfully nourished lip color. Now this one I like in the summertime, more in the wintertime. This is a very sheer shade. This is Joy, and it is a wonderful sort of a reddish coral with a shimmer to it. So it's great for layering over other lipsticks and lip pencils. And if you just want to, let's say you had red lipstick on and you wanted to give it just that little tiny kiss of pink, this has a wonderful kiss of pink to it. It's a little bit more transparent than these colors. Let's see if I can show you enough right here. But it's not opaque. It's very, very transparent with that little shimmer to it. One of the things that I love about Love Light Lips is they all come with a mirror. So there's a mirror right on the side of the tube, which makes application in public so easy. Because don't you hate when you go to a restaurant and you're sitting there in the restaurant and you've finished your meal and you don't necessarily want to leave and use the restroom, but you'd kind of like to have a little something on your lips. These are wonderful because you can very discreetly pop them out, reapply your lip gloss, so you keep looking good. You're not leaving the table. You're not leaving your party. You can stay right there and present and touch yourself up very quickly and discreetly. Last one. This is joy, because don't we all need a little more joy in our lives? This is a wonderful, joyful, happy color. This is another one that I really like in the summertime because it's a bright, cheery shade of tangerine. And again, it has those teeny tiny little shimmery pieces in it, but it's not that heavy, gooey teenage lip gloss like we had back in the day. It's transparent, just as the pink one was, but it is a nice tangerine, but not quite an orange. So it's really pretty over a lot of things, and I love it on its own for just that little tinge of coral without quite being that bright orange lip. Here's why we call these Love Light Lips. They light up. Each tube of Love Light Lips comes with a little LED light in the top. And this makes reapplying your lips at the dinner table a dream. Because you can very easily see what you're doing. One of the things that I really love about that feature, aside from being a great conversation starter if you're off on a date, but these are terrific for locating stuff in the bottom of your purse. Because let's face it, not all of us keep tidy purses, and I should be totally embarrassed about this, but here is my purse. My completely disorganized purse. And I can never find anything in it because, as you can see, it's quite a large bag. What I love about Love Light Lips is that when I have this sitting in my purse, I can just reach in, push a button, and I don't know if you can see, look at that. You can easily find anything you want in your handbag without having to put on that really bright blinding light that's on your cell phone. So it's a wonderful, discreet way to find things in your bag because nobody knows that I have a flashlight here in my purse as I'm looking for something. And this is also handy when you are sitting at the dinner table at those wonderful, romantic, darkly lit restaurants, trying to read impossibly small print. Break out your Love Light Lips, and you can easily use this to read your menu. It's so brilliant. Now, the entire set of Love Light Lips is called the Enlightened Ones. And this retails for $99. If you go to the Love Light Lips website, this is $99, but right now on QVC we have this for $59.95. That is a great deal. We can spread that over 5 payments, so you could get the entire set of Love Light Lips, which is really all you need for your lip gloss for an entire year. And what a terrific gift. This is an awesome birthday gift or Valentine's gift for your daughter, something that she will definitely love. And every time she uses it, she's going to see love, light lips, and she's going to know that you love her. Oh, come on, you knew I was going to do a Vitamix, right? I mean, it seems kind of silly not to. Top nutritionists will tell you to get a Vitamix because it is the most powerful way you can get large amounts of nutrients into your body quickly and easily. And when I talk about large amounts of nutrients and getting that into your body, what a Vitamix is going to do that you can't do with a standard blender is it's going to break everything down to a cellular level. Now, what does that mean? Let's imagine that you are sitting down and having a spinach salad and how much you'd chew it. And imagine if you were to spit that out into a napkin, don't do it because that's gross, but you would see that the leaves are not fully broken down. And those pieces are going to pass through your digestive system without being absorbed by your body. Now that fiber is going to help keep everything moving, which is awesome, but you're not getting all of the nutrients out of that spinach salad. And let's face it, I love a salad when the waiter puts it in front of me, but at home, I don't love salad. I buy the stuff, I mean to make a salad, but I don't put all the goodies on it that really make it delicious and much more high calorie than we want. And with a Vitamix blender, you're going to be breaking everything down to that cellular level. That means you're breaking it down to the nth degree. Every little bit is broken down so fine so that your body can start absorbing the nutrients of that wonderful, healthy green vegetable as soon as it's in your mouth. And then your body absorbs all of the nutrients, and that makes such a huge difference in how you feel. Now, let's talk a little bit about how a Vitamix is made. There are a lot of blenders on the market, and it gets very confusing. Let me clue you in on something that can tell you right away if a blender is good quality or poor quality. Check the blade. Did I scare you? I did not cut my fingers. And do you know why? Because the Vitamix blade is not sharp. Now, what happens with a sharp blade? What has happened with your steak knives and your ice skates and every sharp blade you've ever owned? They get dull, right? Exactly. So when you see a sharp blade on a blender, that's actually designed to trick you. That sharp blade is designed to make you think that machine is working very well. But really, as soon as that blade goes dull, you have to buy a new blender. That's not going to happen with the Vitamix. Vitamix has been making these for almost 100 years. Can you even believe that? They have been around a long time and very little has changed in the design. Now, this is all about a powerful motor and a blunt blade. You are never going to cut your fingers on this blade. Never in a million years. You can't. It's completely dull. It's about as sharp as a butter knife. What a Vitamix has is an incredibly powerful motor. This motor on this Vitamix can spin at 28,000 revolutions per minute. 28,000 RPM. That's as fast as a jet engine. But here's what's really amazing about a Vitamix. It's not only the fastest blender on the market, but it is also the slowest. Ooh, I really should have thought about this. Let me try something. Unplanned moment. This is a cat toy. I really hope my cats don't come out to play. Would you do that with a typical blender? That's what you can do with a Vitamix blender. It is so slow. It's going barely 11 miles an hour at that speed. And at that speed, you have absolute control over what you're making. So you're not only able to make the most nutritious, velvety, smooth green smoothies, giving you optimum nutrition, but you can make the chunkiest salsa quickly and easily, having it at a lower speed. So it's an incredibly versatile machine, and we haven't even started to talk about the other things that it can do. You can cook a hot soup right here in your Vitamix. Yes, I said you can cook a hot soup in your Vitamix. We are not talking cooking it on the stove and then transferring it to the Vitamix, which you can also do, by the way. This container is completely BPA free and totally safe to do hot things with. But the blades spin so fast at top speed that in just 6 minutes, you can create the most delicious, creamy, smooth, nutritious, healthy soups that your family will love right here in your Vitamix with no dirty dishes. This is it, just one simple thing. Now, one of the tools that Vitamix is known for is a tamper. One of the problems that you have with a lot of blenders is that you put things into it and then it doesn't move around, and then you have to stop it, you have to bang on it, and you have to turn it upside down, and you have to get a spoon and get in there and dig everything out. And that doesn't exactly make for a pleasant smoothie making experience first thing in the morning. But the awesome thing with a Vitamix is you have a tamper. And this allows you, while the machine is operating, to push things down onto the blade safely and give you maximum control over the texture. Now, it isn't always necessary, but it's a wonderful tool to have when you do need it. We have a terrific package for you here today. This is our biggest Vitamix package yet. You get the full 2-quart low-profile Vitamix container. Now, Vitamix for many years has a wonderful classic container that a lot of people found was too tall to fit underneath their upper cabinets. And so Vitamix came out first with a 48-ounce container, which is terrific for holding smaller amounts and fits underneath that standard kitchen cabinet. But it's just not that big. It's only 48 ounces. And if you've got a big family and you want to get everyone smoothied up first thing in the morning, you want to have 2 full quarts. So that is this container, which comes standard with our new Vitamix 6500. We also have the dry grinding container. A lot of people are following gluten-free diets nowadays, and that can get very expensive. You can make your own gluten-free flours in just seconds with the Vitamix dry grinding container, and you can also use the same container to make your own bread dough. The blade is shaped a little bit different. This blade on the wet container is designed to pull everything down onto the blade, creating a vortex, whereas the dry grinding container has a slightly different shape to the blade, and it propels things away from the blade. This keeps your grains cooler, so less chance of them overheating when you're blending them. Now, this package is just $5.99.95, and it comes with 2 recipe books. That's right, not 1 recipe book, 2 recipe books. You are getting the Vitamix Classic Whole Foods recipes. These are the tried and true recipes that Vitamix has been doing for the last 85 years. So tried and true recipes. You've got all sorts of delicious recipes for cocktails, smoothies, soups, various dips and spreads. You can make your own peanut butter, and it is delicious, and it doesn't have the sugar that commercially prepared peanut butters have. And cashew butter? And speaking of cashews, I make the most delicious dairy-free vegan ice cream with cashews, honey, and ice. The recipe's right in here. So you get our classic recipes, and then you get the new recipe book that Vitamix just came out with. They designed this book in conjunction with Whole Foods stores to create a bunch of recipes that are all designed for a much healthier diet for people who are following a very, very natural, healthy, whole food-based diet. And that's really the key thing with a Vitamix. It's all about getting whole foods into your body, because we've discovered that junk food is just not the way to go. This is the only body you're gonna get. So you can either take care of it or not. And why not take care of it in a way that's really easy and really delicious? And we can break that down into 5 easy payments so you barely know you're buying it at all.